07.
Cool. Right then, mate. So while I get ready with the thing to show of all the results, the facts and digits and everything like that, you just talk, mate. What do you think? What do you think about the game?
It wasn't pretty, to be honest with you. It took us a while to settle in. It didn't look like it looked like we were rattled at the start. I mean, I predicted this to be 3-0, and it certainly was not a 3-0 result. I felt it could have really swayed, and it could have been a draw. I think RB Leipzig will look at that game and wonder how they didn't get anything out of it. Delighted to see NUNEZ on the score sheet. Referee decisions again, very, very poor. We had a penalty peel there, NUNEZ. If the goalkeeper or the referee decides that it's not a penalty, then there should be a yellow card for simulation, or are they doing that anymore? In either case, really, really bad officiating. McAllister got a yellow card there at the start of the game, and I don't know for what. I mean, I think they also said that he was assimilating. So if he was simulating and then NUNEZ didn't, and McAllister got a yellow card and NUNEZ didn't, there's just proof of the inconsistency in officiating in the world of football today. But look, I mean, 3 points, we're unbeaten in Europe. Certainly an awful lot a lot of positive to take from it, a lot of negative to take from it, a lot of improvement needed, and certainly the guys do need to rest, and we now need to look forward to Sunday. That's all I got to say. Man.
I agree with you, mate. I'm just going to share this now with you. So this is the match, the player ratings here as by SofaScore. So they've given Kelleher the man of the match. They've given Trent a 6.7, Kanate and Van Dijk 7.3, Simicast 7.4, Szoboszlai a 7, Gravenberch 7.6. Again, the best midfielder on the pitch for Liverpool. McAllister 7.1, Gakpo 7.8, Liverpool's second best player. NUNEZ 7.2 and Salah a 7. I think Salah getting a 7 is a little bit high for me, in all fairness. Like, I think he had a bit of a shit game, just being perfectly honest with you. I really do. Diaz 6.
I think Salah would even. Salah looked disappointed when he came off. I mean, he's not too happy when he comes off anyway. But I don't think he would be too happy with that performance of his. I think Gakpo definitely was the second best player on the pitch. I thought his cross into NUNEZ was amazing. He had some crosses into the box there that were difficult, but Gakpo and NUNEZ is man of the match for me, and Gakpo, and then Kelleher certainly did very well to keep a clean sheet.
No, yeah, I'm just going to end that poll now, actually, to be fair, on the live, to see where people voted everybody in. See who is the AKM man of the match. Let's just see now that poll is just ending. But yeah, I mean, look at the ratings of the subs as well. Apart from Andy Robertson, not many of them really scored that high, and I think that showed in the game itself as well. Like, I feel like when them subs are made, you called it out, Seano, that they were ineffective, and it was kind of like we went into our shell. We started kind of trying to hold the lead that we had. Jones being the worst player that came on. Gomez, Diaz, Robbo apparently being the best one that came on in offense, but I can't remember anything that Robbo did in off. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember anything. I do think the play.
Not according to Ben Henry here. He says, honestly, Robertson, a small bit sticking the gaff out. Maybe that's stinking the gaff out.
Stinking the gaff out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I agree with that, Ben. 100%, mate. Richard the Red said that we won. I'm very happy. It was not a pretty game, but again, we held it together just. The second pen claim changed the game. We should have had a pen in that, and it might have been a bit different game. Yeah, that penalty decision with NUNEZ, that should have been 100% a penalty. I don't understand why it wasn't given. Ferdinand and Manaman even turned around and said it should have been a penalty. It should have been a penalty. But again, it's Richard Red says there again, but I'm happy for the win. And he says the team's performance was a 5 out of 10 overall for Liverpool standards, but no injuries either today, which is a positive. So that's good as well. But yeah, I do agree with Ben here saying that honestly, Robertson's small bit stinking the gaff out. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand why he got a 7. I can't remember anything memorable that he actually did.
I don't really. I mean, he only came on the 65th minute. So I don't see anything, that he did that would have warranted him to get in a 7.5 for people that are for players that had played longer than him. I can't understand how. So I would question those ratings. Certainly, Kelleher deserved. Kelleher had a great game. But then again, you also have to look that he was. You could say he was beaten twice. Because our RB Leipzig was it 2 disallowed goals from being offside, or was it just the one?
There was definitely one. Definitely one. I can remember. And to be fair, that lad,
there was 2. There was actually 2. There was 2. Yeah. There was one in the first half and one in the second.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, that one in the first half was a really good finish. To be fair, as well, really good.
So I mean, that could have been a different game altogether. It's all about the margins, and I think RB Leipzig will go into the dressing room wondering how they didn't get anything in that game. That's shitty on them. Obviously, we have to take the positive that we won that game, but certainly also look at where we need to improve, because Arsenal are not going to be an RB Leipzig.
Oh no. We need to up our game, I think. I mean, we have said for a while now that this is going to be the making. Well, not that I guess the making's a bit of a strong word. I guess. I mean, this period of fixtures is going to be telling whether or not Arne Slot really is who everybody thinks he is. To be fair, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, there's this other positive as well here, Seano. Right now, Liverpool are currently second in the Champions League behind Aston Villa, just on goal difference. I've just cropped out the top 8 because if you finish in this top 8, you automatically qualify for the next round, so you don't have to do the playoff round. So if it was to end right now, we would be with Villa, City, Monaco, Brest, Leverkusen, Inter Milan, and Sporting Lisbon. Only us and Aston Villa have won every game so far in the Champions League. Our next match is against Real Madrid, isn't it? In the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh, Seano's gone. Oh, God. I don't know what he keeps doing, this lad. There you go.
Sorry. I think Man United fans cut me off there. Where are Man United in the Champions League there? What position?
They're not in it, mate. They're not in it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. JT actually did. Villa is still top and Liverpool are second.
Man United fans have given us all this last year.
Where are they now? Thanks, Phil, for watching, mate, and thanks for also upgrading your membership on the channel as well, mate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, mate.
We're gonna have some good crack on that paid membership, guys. So it'd be great to have you on.
Shimmercast won Man of the Match award, did he? From BT Sports, from TNT Sports. Richard the Red, Seano. Who else was there? Let me just go on here, see who won. So the AKM Man of the Match award goes to Darwin Nunez. He got 40% of the vote. And then Gakpo, Gravenberch, and Maka all shared the rest of it with 20% each. So that's not too bad, to be fair, as well, either. So Nunez is the AKM Man of the Match award. I think I need to start saving them, so I've got like a record of who wins them.
Yeah.
I've got this here as well to share with you guys as well, just the stats from the game. So overall, Liverpool had 57% of the ball. We had 17 shots compared to their 13. 8 of our shots were on target compared to their 6. 7 off target compared to their 3. They had 4 blocked shots. Well, we had just 2. We had 30 touches in their box and they had just 18. You know what? These stats don't add up to what I watched. It feels like the opposite. Do you know what I mean? Both goalkeepers made 6 saves. Leipzig won more aerial duels. They committed more fouls, and we had the most corners as well. So that just sees it off there in regards to the stats of the game. Again, that doesn't tell the full story to me. I personally feel like Leipzig got unlucky to come out of that game with nothing.
I mean, I'm just looking at that penalty appeal. Jesus Christ. I don't know how that wasn't a penalty. I really don't. Absolute penalty.
Bad decision.
What are you doing? He didn't get the ball.
If we'd have got that, different game. Penalty? Different game.
Oh my God.
Penalty all
so
day
bad.
long.
So bad.
All day long. You know what I'm sick of though? I'm sick of. Go on, mate.
You won't get a clear-cut penalty like that. I mean, that was there's no. He got the player, not the ball. There's no excuses for that. So
I can't.
I don't know.
Sorry, mate. I'm getting sick to death of talking about referees. That's all that seemed to be the conversation coming out of the weekend, not just from Liverpool, but from like other games as well. And it seems to have just carried over into Europe as well. Like, can't do all by it now, though. I suppose it's behind us now, isn't it? So,
and you'll be happy to hear, Ben, that I'm absolutely thrilled that Liverpool won today. No, but I mean, honest to God, you got to call it how it is. I mean, look at Gapco's sitter there, Jesus. But definitely, I mean, that was a penalty. That was an absolute penalty. And then, of course, if it had been a penalty, that would have been Salah on the score sheet. Salah, a happy buckle, you know.
I can't believe Gakpo missed that though as well, to be fair. I think to be fair, the AKM Man of the Match award, looking on it now and looking at the highlights they're showing, NUNEZ had a really good game today. Yeah. Like, he scored, he had that header that was saved. He set up that Gakpo opportunity that Gakpo hit straight at the goalkeeper through his, trying to keep hold of the ball, his work rate, shall we say. He had a good game, and I can't wait to see him against Arsenal throughout the weekend. But yeah.
How many shots on goal? Again.
Let's have a look.
How many were on target? Because I don't think there was that many chances.
So we had 8 shots on target.
And how many shots
we had the NUNEZ goal, the NUNEZ header. Gakpo had a couple of saves that were shots that were saved.
McAllister.
So 4. McAllister 5. Did Van Dijk hit one on target as well? I'm not sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe Diaz as well. So that's 7. Yeah. So that's probably about right. To be fair, yeah, probably about right. Yeah. Richard the Redder said that Leipzig were not that bad, to be honest, either. To be honest to them, no, they weren't. Slot would be happy with them stats, but would want them improved. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Slot is a realist. He's not one of these guys. He's happy but never satisfied. You know, that kind of way. He's a perfectionist, and he'll say, some good performances, but could be better. So, but I think Kelleher just shows what a top goalkeeper he is. And although we're missing a world-class goalkeeper in Alisson, to have Kelleher there, it's almost matching like for like. I mean, there's certain aspects of Kelleher's game or Alisson's game that Kelleher doesn't have, but Kelleher, all in all, is a fantastic keeper. So I'd be sorry to see him go next year.
No, yeah, I agree. I guess just to finish this off, mate, is any final comments from you regarding the match or anything to look forward to with the Arsenal or anything like
that? Well, look, I mean, I'm happy that obviously we've got the 3 points here. We got the win. Again, a fantastic record for Slot. He's doing fantastic. But I mean, obviously, a real test is now going to be Arsenal. What sort of lineup he's going to have? It looks as though Slot doesn't tend to kind of rotate unless it's really, really necessary. And I think he's pretty much going to have maybe the same sort of lineup. He might have, instead of Gapco, he might have Diaz.
Yeah, I agree. I think Diaz comes in at the weekend. Richard the Red said, "So glad Adrian has gone. He was winging it for years." I guess we can't really argue with that. For me, I feel like it was one of them. It was another Chelsea victory where I can't think of the phrase, but it's one of them victories where you don't play well, but you still win the game. And when you do that, you go on to win the league. Basically, I can't remember the actual phrase of it, but there's something along them lines that it's like that.
I think Brian Clough, and I don't particularly like Brian Clough, but Brian Clough used to refer to Leeds as bad winners. And what he meant is that Leeds won the title, but they could have won it better, if you know what I mean. And I think there'll be a lot of critics out there that will say that, okay, we're winning games, we could have won it better, or we should be killing off the game when we're not. But look, as long as we're getting 3 points and we're winning the game, that's the main thing. And obviously there's room for improvement, and these players are still, I suppose, trying to still kind of gel and get to the way of football that Slot wants to play. So, this fixture list from now to December is going to be a real test on Slot and these players. So,
I 100% agree, mate. And just lastly, guys, I've got a couple of things I want to share with you. So Arne Slot has actually made club history today by becoming the first Liverpool manager to win their opening 6 away games in a row.
That's incredible.
And I've also got some stats to show you about Ryan Gravenberch as well. Just bear with me while I download
and the great thing is that, like, that you can't replace Klopp, but to create your own legacy, which Slot could very well be doing at the moment, I think is a great testament to him. So, less talk about Klopp, more talk about Slot, and let's get behind them. And hopefully Richard Hughes, Mike Gordon, and FSG will back him up with the contracts, and maybe with some signings in January. Who knows?
No, yeah, I agree. But yeah, like the fact you say, like the pressure that Slot would have come in under to succeed Klopp, and the fact he's now set a record of winning his first 6 away games in a row that's never been done in the club's history. You're talking about Bill Shankly, Bob Paisley, Kenny Dalglish, Jurgen Klopp. None of them accomplished this. Arne Slot has. But what I will say on this as well is Arne Slot has to thank Jurgen Klopp for giving him the oh my god,
the squad.
No, there's a word. It's when you build a building.
The foundation.
The foundations. Thank you, Seano. Jurgen Klopp has given Arne Slot the foundations that he did not have when he first came to Liverpool. Let's be realistic right now. Absolutely. Jurgen Klopp inherited a shite Liverpool side. Let's just be frank right now. Turned them into winners. Handed over probably one of the best squads in the league to Arne Slot. Arne Slot has grabbed hold of that and kept the momentum going, and is now setting records by himself. I agree, Arne Slot is setting records first, blah, 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 blah. But let's just give credit to Jurgen Klopp as well at the same time. He set the foundations of success so that Arne Slot could come in and just succeed with what he's got. Absolutely. By still implementing the same play. Still implementing little changes here and there. But Jurgen Klopp did that for him. Absolutely. I just want to share this one last thing as well, guys, before we go. Ryan Gravenberch today, again, people have been calling him potentially the player of the season. He's definitely the most improved player of the season for me. So today, 95% passing accuracy, 10 passes into the final third, completed 100% of his long balls. He won 2 out of his 3 tackles, 7 recoveries, 4 interceptions, 1 clearance, and 5 of his 7 duels he won. Another incredible performance from Ryan Gravenberch. But yeah, guys, we move on to, let's just get the fixtures up, guys, before we end up finishing this off. Because I know that JT's just mentioned there that we play Leverkusen next in the Champions League, but I just want to double check that.
We've got the Gunners, Brighton double, and then Leverkusen, then Real end of November.
Yeah.
That's what
so we've got Arsenal next, then we've got Brighton in the League Cup, and then we've got Brighton again in the Premier League, followed by Leverkusen, followed by Aston Villa, followed by Southampton, and then followed by Real Madrid, and then Man City straight after Real Madrid. So yeah, crunch time for Arne Slot. First term, dare we dream of winning the league title, Sean? What do you think?
I think we need to play every game like a cup final, and take one game at a time. And if we're not playing well and we're still winning, if we're not, I mean, it's safe to say that that wasn't the best performance there, but we still won. So if that's us, maybe on 60 or 70%. Can you imagine what we'd be like at 100%? So if we 100%. Can, get our shit together in terms of injuries, maybe think outside the box and think big, and maybe bring a few players in January and give the contracts that are deserved to the likes of Trent, Virgil, and Salah, and sort out the contracts for the players that are going to leave contract or are going to be, on their last 12 months at the end of this window. The end of this season. We need to do that, and we need to be a little bit wiser in terms of our contract negotiations and not leave it the final 12 months. So if we do that, I think that the future is very bright. I like Slot tactically. He's very, very aware, very good. I think maybe the substitutions today were, I don't think they were great, but maybe he didn't have much of a choice. I think he was probably thinking the Arsenal game. But going back to what I was saying, I like him, and I think we'll do well with him. But he just needs a little bit of backing, and Richard Hughes to actually do what he's paid to do and not rely on David Ornstein talking shite. Let's not go calling the league yet. There's a lot more games to play and a lot of points to contend for, and a lot of clubs in it still that will want the same position as us. So yeah,
couldn't have ended it a better way myself, Sean. Just one last thing before we go. Richard the Redder said, I would say that Real are not at their best. Maybe we could rattle them. Badly need a young, fit striker to push Darwin and Jota at the club. And Gary Richard has joined us saying, tally-ho, win with the fire. Mate, your Starwin has absolutely smashed it today. He's got the AKM Man of the Match award, did Darwin Nunez. But yeah, thanks for joining again, Sean, tonight.
Thank you.
We will be cutting this back end off, guys, for another video of our match review. So that's going to be up after this. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's probably like the longest live stream we've ever done, to be fair, on this channel. But yeah, just one last thing before we go. Obviously, we are now in a partnership with Fibbers Sports Memorabilia. The website is now going across the bottom of the screen right now. The members are in for a chance of winning either one of 2 signed Yang Molby photos with a certificate of authenticity, and also a Bobby Firmino farewell book when he left the club. And Seano announced today on the stream that there's a signed football shirt as well to give away. Not sure who the player is yet. He's not said it. I do know, but I'm just teasing. Also, guys, so yeah, Go give Fibbers Sports Memorabilia a look. See if there's anything on there that catches your eye. They do run like little raffles as well on their Facebook page where you can buy a number and you get a chance to win some. The latest one they did was a signed Mo Salah shirt. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back at some point tomorrow, maybe with a video, see what happens, see what news is out there. But other than that, guys, that's it from me. That's it from Seano. And we'll catch you next time, guys. Cheers, lads.